2, 3.
Hi guys, it's Georgie here, and it's been way too long since I've last said that, even though I cringe every single time I say that. Anyway, yeah, it's been a very long time since Megan and I have been on here, and I'm not going to say too much because I'm planning on making a Q&A where you all can ask questions of my whereabouts and what's going on and who I'm writing now. So for now, just enjoy this video I've put together. It took me so long to film all this and edit, so yeah, just enjoy it if you can. So during these really long holidays, I've been pretty lazy and waking up at like around 9:30, but if it's obviously a really hot day or raining and I need to change rugs, I'll wake up earlier. But this morning I woke up around 9 o'clock, and you see my cat sleeps me. And usually, that's Mac, usually I will open up my blinds straight away because I can see the horses from my window, which is really, really cool. There they are, Miss Fig and Miss Alice. So basically, usually just get up like straight away. I'm a morning person. I'll spend like a couple minutes on my phone, but you know, I'll get going quickly because I just want to get it over and done with and check on the horses as soon as I can. And so I'll just grab some carrots, of course, and go straight outside. And you can see my little kitten. He follows me everywhere. He's the best button cat. So I say hi to my bunny, of course, and I feed her, give her water. She doesn't actually really live in this cage very often during the day. Most of the time I will put her in either a stable or a pig pen and she'll run around there, so she loves life. Kiss. So just ignoring that this is taking a tree, I thought I'd explain why I do what I do in the morning. So basically, Alice gets fed. She's the big bae. She gets fed twice a day. Fig only gets fed once a day, and she's the little grey, and that's my mum's horse. And this is because she's so fat, and Alice is a thoroughbred, so sometimes her weight isn't too easy to keep on. And I just find it easier to separate them because Alice is a bully, and that way Fig will not get in trouble, and also so Fig doesn't end up eating Alice's feed. But yeah, so I just chuck her in a separate little paddock, and I mean, some days they are stabled. It depends if it's like thunderstorming or the weather, but at the moment they're sharing the front paddock to graze it down because there's so much grass, because all of them, there was no horses at my property for 2 weeks because Alice was in doing some retraining whilst I was sick, and so yeah, they're just getting used to each other. And also, might I add, we only got Fig, what, like a week ago almost, I think it was. I'm not sure when it will be if this video comes out, but about a week ago we got Fig the grey for my mum, so it hasn't been very long, but they're already gotten used to each other, and we just would rather paddock them together as much as possible so then they're good out on trails together, because that's the whole point of having Fig. So yeah, just thought I'd explain that a bit. Alice's breakfast, and it's just speedy beet, chaff and lucerne, and then I'm going to soak some more speedy beet for tonight for her. I will also give Fig some hay in the morning just to keep her occupied, even though she's so fat and definitely doesn't need it, but I just like to refill the hay now. So I'll go clean the paddock out whilst they are both having their breakfast / hay. It's pretty bad when they're together, full wheelbarrow full, every single morning and night, which is not fun, but usually when they're in the smaller paddocks they just sort of rotate it a lot, so I don't really clean those ones up a lot, but the front one and the back one, the bigger ones, I will clean up every day. Baby, come here. Sit. So whilst I let the ponies eat, I will get dressed, and today I was wearing my Click Capture polo and then also my Cavallo, I don't know how to pronounce it, riding tight, which is so comfy. So I'll have my breakfast in bed. I'm always greeted by a dog or a cat whenever I go in my bedroom, as you can see. But by the time I'm finished with all this stuff, it's actually already like 11 o'clock. Typically, I will either scroll through YouTube, or in today's case, of course, I'm watching the best Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Otherwise, I'll just go on my phone for a bit whilst I wait for the horses. So I end up going back outside around 12 o'clock, and Alice, of course, still hadn't finished eating, so I decided to do other things whilst I waited. Taking a while to eat. So due to being in isolation and restrictions with COVID-19, I can't use my pony club grounds, which is where I usually ride because there's arenas there and stuff. So I have my back paddock, which I also use, as you can see, to jump sometimes or just have rides. But this is my only place other than my neighbour's place, but can't go there. So it is a bit disgusting right now. You can see all the weeds. We just had, as I've probably already mentioned previously, we just had the whole property sprayed, and we didn't have horses here for 2 weeks, hence why they grew so fast. But since then we've sprayed them and they're just dying down now. We're just letting them die a bit, and then we'll slash it all. And I'm gonna have to let the horses back here so they can eat up some grass. Keep that in mind and don't be too harsh on where I ride, because I know, trust me, I'm aware it's not very ideal, but what can you do? So I just set up some like trot poles, and I'll eventually make them raised. So I moved Fig into another paddock this way. I could use the front paddock to lunch Alice, as it is definitely the widest paddock in the property. The The reason why I tie Alice facing the post for like the cross tie that I made myself is because Fig was in the other paddock and it was just easier for her to be able to see Fig and just less stress.
People acting. People acting. People acting. People acting.
Good girl. As you'll be able to tell by a few of these clips, Alice looks extremely agitated, and this is purely because the amount of flies we had today were disgusting. I don't blame her for being the way she was, but yeah, there's nothing wrong with her. Like, she's not sore or anything, it's just purely because of the flies. Kobe. So I finished Friday and now my sister's gonna get on Alice, cool her down a bit.
People acting. People acting. People acting. People acting.
So most commonly I will always wash Alice after my ride because she works up quite a sweat, and I will always hose her legs down and keep like rubbing them and brushing them just so it gets circulation moving, because she's had boots on and you know, got to protect her little legs. So I just always cool them down and make sure they're not hot or anything like that. Ach. Hey. So my sister and I were going to try some saddles and gear on Fig because she didn't come with anything, unfortunately, but I have a few older saddles and my mum asked me to just see if any of them would suit her shape at all, and none of them ended up doing that. So I ended up just having a little bareback ride on her, but she probably didn't enjoy bareback very much, and she hasn't been ridden bareback before, I don't believe, so I didn't do very much, but she's still a good girl, and I ended up just letting her graze. I also ended up putting Alice in the stable to finish off her dinner/lunch. That way she was in shade and trying to stay away from the flies, but they did not leave her.
People acting. People acting. People acting. People acting.
So once I had cleaned up everything, all my mess, and put both ponies out for a little graze, I finally got to lay down back in bed, and I spent that time just watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and also ended up just cleaning up around the house and just little things like that, just to relax. Around I think 7 or 8, no, around 8, Mum and I decided it was time for the horses to come back, and for Alice to finish her food that she didn't finish, and also for Fig to get fed. But as you can see, Fig is so fat. She looks pregnant. But yeah, Mum and I always feed around the same time every night together. It's a little ritual. It's a bit cute. There you go. Look at her.
Oh my god, you spill it everywhere. You are shocking. You are shocking.
Oh. Eek. Hi. Good night.
Packing up because OCD can't handle it. Back into the bag, because all I've got is a bag.
You have 50 other stables.
On the weekend, I'll have it all sorted.
Oh yeah.
We'll be home this weekend. There you go, all good. My holder's over there. Is it hanging all right or is it on your cap? Your cap shouldn't be there.